This is Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. You listen to the XY show, and I think you'll really enjoy it. If you don't, oh well.
The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. Welcome to another segment of the XY show. And I'm your host, Roosevelt. How you doing? I apologize that I'm a little late this week. I've actually took a visit home, and that kind of threw me way off. Because usually when I go home, I do a lot of my stuff, laundry and clean up, but I didn't do none of that. And so when I got back, I didn't do shit. So I had to do all of it when I got back, and I was behind. I even took the day off. Good thing I did because, Anyway, so I'll never do that again. Next time I go home, definitely do everything before I leave. So when I come back, all I have to do is watch TV. But I'd even record my episode. Usually I do that before I leave and set it up for it to come out over the weekend. But I didn't even do that. So I apologize. But hey, better late than never, right? Just like a woman, you fucking her long as she come, right? It don't matter when. That's what X and Y show all about. As long as you get a nut. It might come a little late, but you're going to get that nut. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. Getting into the political cycle. Every morning when I turn on my radio now, they're talking about Trump, the trial, and Hunter Biden. And, I'm so sick of hearing about all these motherfuckers. What is, I'm going to just talk about this briefly because, this is not a politics show, and I was supposed to make you forget about real life, right? But I just got to ask the question, what are they doing? Democrats and Republicans, I'm an independent. I just want to know, what are they doing? Can somebody answer me that question? What are they doing on Capitol Hill? What are they doing? That's a simple question. Anyway, so as we get further and further in the political arena, we're going to have more bullshit commercials and seeing more of these motherfuckers every day. And it's going to get hectic. It's already June, and you're seeing all this shit. And we got to see all this shit until November. So buckle up. But anyway, so I hope everyone's doing good. I haven't drank anything in a long time. I had a shot. My barber, my new barber I told you guys about, they actually have shots of liquor. So I did take a shot last time I was in there. But, when I say drinking, I'm talking about drinking, like I do it, you know what I'm saying? During the burr months while I'm sipping on something when I'm usually recording and talking to you guys. I have some in my hand. But I haven't done that in a long time. I don't know what it is. Getting older. I don't know. But I just don't crave it. I think it's just a phase, maybe. I don't know. I didn't drink much anyway. I was pretty much a weekend drinker. It wasn't like I was coming home every night popping a beer and shit and drinking, 3 shots every night. I was pretty much a weekend drinker anyway, unless it was the holidays during the birth months, and that's different. But I don't know. So maybe that'll change. I'll let you guys know. I'm still trying to get the fuck out of Florida. I really hate this state. Now we're in hurricane season and it's hot as fuck. And I know you're saying it's hot everywhere, but the difference is, it's going to be hot November 15th, whereas everywhere else, cool during that time, during Thanksgiving, or even cold, depending on where you live. So it's like, Florida, we hot damn near year round. Everywhere else, it's hot, but it's not going to stay that way. And that's the difference. That's what I miss. So it's going to be a glorious day. I'm going to do something special. I'm going to have somebody in here. I don't know who it is. It's going to be somebody, some kind of celebrity. That's going to be a special episode when I actually get the fuck out of Florida for good, forever. Anyway, a lot of you motherfuckers, what's wrong with Florida, man? They have beautiful beaches. And, it's funny, people always say that, but they really, if you really have been other places in the world, Florida beaches suck. I've been in the Caribbean, where there's weird beaches, like blue water, white sand, so, and I don't even like the beach any fucking way. I don't go to the beach. I can't even remember the last time I've gone to the beach. Maybe when I was 12, 13, when I went with my sister, my cousin Marva, and her 2 sons, Frank and Clifford. That's the last time I've gone to the beach. Swam the beach. So I don't even like the fucking beach. I hate the beach. So I should not be in Florida. Even though I was born and raised, I do not like this place. You guys don't realize I hate this fucking state. Anyway, let me stop going off on tangents and shit. All right, so the first question of the day is from Billy. Billy says, I spent $380 on the first date. Shit. Yeah. And didn't get any action. She won't even go out with me anymore. Did I do something wrong? Yes, Billy, you're a dumbass. Don't you motherfuckers listen to my past episodes? Don't you even, it's kind of hurting my feelings that you don't listen. I know a lot of women won't listen. That's in their nature. I expect that from them. But the fellas, you don't listen to what I be saying. You don't have the decency to actually listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Fellas, do not do that. Don't be spending all this money on first dates. It's bullshit. And if you got a woman who demanding that you take her to Ruth Chris and Tortilla Frala and Tortilla Soir and all this bullshit on the first date, tell her to kiss your ass. Because I'm going to tell you something. If a woman really, really digging you and she really likes you, she don't give a fuck where you take her. You can take her to McDonald's. You can take her to Flanagan's. You can take her to Chili's, Applebee's. You can take her in any damn way, even McDonald's. Now that's pushing it, but you can take her literally anywhere and she'll be down with it. She don't give a fuck because she dig you. Just because you take a woman to Ruth Chris and Swat and all this bullshit does not mean that she's going to like you anymore. It's not going to make her like you all of a sudden. Oh, honey, you took me to Ruth Chris. Oh, you know what? I really like you now. That's not how it goes. If she don't like you, a restaurant is not going to change anything. You simp motherfuckers out there are making it bad for the rest of us. Because when you take all these greedy women out and let them, allow them to do what you're doing, it makes us bad, makes us look bad because they expect that from everyone. They expect when Roosevelt to take him out, to take them to Ruth Chris, and that ain't happening. That ain't happening. And with any man with common sense, that shouldn't happen. On the first date, $380? A lot of women out there saying, what's the problem? I don't see the problem. You should take her out to a nice dinner. Or some Steve Harvey bullshit. A woman deserves a nice dinner. But with his punk, I shouldn't say that because I like Steve Harvey, but he be on that bullshit. When he was back in the day before he was really paid, he was taking women to Sizzlers and shit. That was the Applebee's back in the day. He was taking their ass to Sizzlers. And now he want to, preach all this shit, taking them out to a nice dinner and spending all this money for what? So, Billy, you got just what you deserve. I don't feel sorry for you simp motherfuckers no more. You don't listen. You got just what you deserve. That's what she was supposed to do. Use you for a meal. I guarantee you afterwards, when she ate, did she suck her teeth? Like, Oh, that was good, Billy. Now take me home. You sitting up there looking like a dumbass, because that's what you were, a dumbass. I don't feel sorry for you. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. Use you for a meal. You guys don't listen. Stop taking these women out on these expensive first dates. It's not worth it. It is not necessary. If he really digs you, doesn't matter where you take her. $380, that's for like if you're married. That's some shit like wedding anniversary or some shit. Y'all been married for 5 years. And that's what that's for. That's not for a girlfriend. That's not for a regular girlfriend, a fiance maybe, but not even a regular girlfriend. And you taking her out on a first date? Anyway, yeah, you did something wrong, Billy. You took her out, spent all that damn money, and you still went home and was jacking your dick. So she went home and probably called another dude who took her to Applebee's. A rebel. Maybe me. That's where it is, man. The nice guys get fucked. You think you doing something, taking out to a nice dinner, and you don't get shit, and she'll go home after the date with you and call the dude who not taking her out at all, or if he take her out, it's for a bucket of wings at the chicken stop, and he coming over and blasting her back out, and you spending all this money, a simp. That's the life of a simp. So that's your fault, Billy. Sorry. You don't listen. You need to listen. Go back, listen to some of my episodes. Stop doing that shit. You're making us look bad. All right. The next question is from Heather. Heather says, I'm 38, but I look better than most 20-year-olds. I do have 2 kids from a prior marriage. I want to get married again one day. Why do you keep saying women like me are not desired? I don't remember saying that, Heather, but if I did, I think more of what I probably said was you're not first desired. Let's put it that way. That's like anything you buy, right? If you go to a new car lot, right? You want a new fucking car, don't you? You don't want one with 20,000 miles on it, and the tires bald, need an oil change, and, the bumper to bumper have expired. You want a new car. You want a brand new car that's not going to give you any trouble for about 4 or 5 years, right? You want a new car that smells good. You're the first one to own it. You get in and the plastic's still on the seats, right? That's what you want. When you go to a new car lot, that's what you want. You want a car that does not have a lot of miles. Simple. You want a damn new car. And even when you go to a used car lot, you're looking for the one that has the less miles. If you see a 2020, right? A 2020 with 80,000 miles on it, and you see a 2024, no, it's a bad design. Let me go back. If you see a 2020 with 80,000 miles, and if you see a 2015 with 180,000, and obviously you can go for the 2020 version, right? Because it got less miles. Even though the 2015 might be top of the line, right? It might be the top package. You're still going to normally probably go for that one with the less miles, because it's going to give you the less problems, less trouble. You're not going to have to worry about it for a longer time than that one with more miles. Just like a woman. You don't want a woman with all these miles. So I'm not saying that you're not desired, right? But if you're standing next to a woman with no kids and the same age as you, right? Now, I'm not even going that she's younger. She's the same age as you. She's 38 and she has no kids. Why the fuck would I come to you? I don't give a damn how nice you are, Heather. I don't give a damn how much you make in a year. Why would I come to you when I can go to the other woman with no kids, with no miles, no wear and tear? Well, I shouldn't say wear and tear because she's fucking, but she don't have any kids. She don't have any products from another man's nutsack. Why would I come to you? I'm just asking a simple question. It's not being mean, right? It's not being inconsiderate or, not being passionate. It's just reality. That's just human nature. Why the fuck would I come to you? You've been used. You have had other men semen in your womb. Why would I come to you first? Why would I come to you first? Okay. Not saying that you shouldn't be approached. I never said that women with kids shouldn't be approached. I'm just saying that a lot of men like myself will not approach you first. That's all I'm saying. Come on now. There's guys that you won't date. You have a preference. Women have all kind of bullshit. They don't date guys with the wear watch on the right hand. They don't date guys who wear brown shoes, and women got all kind of bullshit. So if a man have a preference like myself not to date women with kids, not to look for them, that's not the preference. When I go to a car lot, I'll give you another good example of the car lot. If I go to the car lot and I'm looking for a new car, but damn, I see this used car. It looks good. The paint job still looks good. It doesn't have that many miles on it. Got a little miles on it. No, the Carfax look good. No accidents. I might buy the motherfucker. I might buy it. It's a good deal. Fuck it. Same thing with a woman. A woman with kids, she's not automatically disqualified with me. But if I get but I'm not going to look over another woman with no kids to get to her. That's all I'm saying. She's not the first preference. But if I talk to that lady with kids and she's got her head on straight, She's very nice. She's not ghetto and very clean. She smelled good. She got a hair put. No, I'm just kidding. But she's a very nice woman, nice family, and just an overall nice person. I might, and the kids are nice, right? Because that makes a difference as well. The kids, they're not disrespectful kids. They're being raised well. And I might purchase her. That's a funny word to use, but so it's not that they're not desired. It's just they're not first choice. That's all, Heather. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. That's the way it is. So it's good that you're 38, but you have 2 kids. And I wish that you included if those 2 kids from 2 different nutsacks. You said I'm prior marriage, so I'm assuming they're from the same nutsack. Because some of these women, have all these kids, and I'm going to talk about that. That's actually the episode tonight. And they expect some guy to come along, some nice guy, some simp motherfucker like Billy, to come along and save them. And that's just not how it goes. All right, Heather, so I hope I answered your question. Not that you're not desired, you're just not desired first or second. All right, let me go ahead and talk about tonight's episode. Tonight's episode, Women Are Ruining Society. Women are ruining society. And a lot of you women out there say, oh, shit, here we go again. Roosevelt on our ass again, And that's not the truth. Y'all hurt my feelings when y'all say that kind of stuff. You email me all kind of crazy shit. And, y'all hurt my feelings when I say that. But, when I'm talking, it's not bullshit. It's what's going on. It's what's happening. And it's what's really going on in today's society. It's not attacking a certain sex, right? Because I attack both the women and the men on there. That's why I say X and Y show. So it's not that I'm getting on the women all the time. A lot of you, well, you do. You get on those. That's not the one. This woman emailed me and said, all you talk about is the women. That's bullshit. You look at a lot of my episodes, and I'm getting on the fellas just as much. Some episodes I get on the fellas. Some episodes I get on the women. Some I get on both. Now, I'm not going to go tit for tat like this week and women, next week men. Hell no, I ain't doing that shit. No, that's crazy. It's just me. I'm not doing no damn. I don't have a producer, so I'm not doing no shit like that. But I do have numerous episodes where I talk about men. So, but tonight is the ladies. It's the ladies. So a lot of women are going to, why are you saying that we're ruining society, Roosevelt? Well, it's pretty simple. Women are they are the ones who make the decisions to reproduce, right? They need us. Well, technically they don't, because there's other means where, women can reproduce nowadays. But I'm talking about from the traditional point of view. Women do still need us to have children. And the reason why I say women are ruining society is because the choices that many women are choosing to reproduce with are terrible. The men that they are choosing to have babies with are not good decisions. And when you don't make good decisions on reproduction choices, that's why we have so many kids running around with no fathers, growing up in a single household. And it's harder for women with kids, right, to get married, and bring a father in, because most guys like me do not want to go in a situation such as that. So it's just a cycle, continuation of single households, these kids growing up without a father, without a male influence, and they growing up fucked up. And I'm not saying it's all the women's fault, but a lot of it is. It's, a lot of women saying, well, it takes two to make, yeah, it does take two. But when you're allowing someone to come inside of you, it's more your responsibility. Fuck that. I'm old school. It's more of your responsibility. You letting a motherfucker come inside of you. And a lot of you saying, well, I got pregnant for my kids. The condom broke. Well, your ass should be on the shot. You should have a backup. You be on the pill or something. It's all kind of the sponge. It's all kind of shit that you could be on as a backup. So there's no excuse for that. A lot of you women do a lot of fucking, right? And you have sex with guys who should not be reproducing. And, the reason why you have sex with them, because they look good and they have good hair and they have beautiful eyes, right? They have beautiful blue eyes and beautiful brown eyes. They're tall. He's so tall and dark and handsome. I just want to have his kid. Oh, dumb shit. You women are there having kids from a bunch of knuckleheads. And then, the guy does what he's supposed to do, because he's a knucklehead. He's an idiot. Shouldn't be reproducing anyway. So when you have the kid, he's ghost. He gets out of there. So then you're left alone raising the kid by yourself. Right? Because he's just fucking you, and you let him nut inside of you. He's gone. You're by yourself. You're going to be by yourself, because most guys will not get with a woman who has a kid. And some of you silly ass women have multiple kids. You make one mistake, and then some of you keep going to make the same mistake. You go back and have another kid from the motherfucker or other motherfuckers. So you got all these multiple kids from different nut sacks. So, getting a man is not realistic. No man, not many men would go in that type of situation with a woman with all these kids from different nut sacks. It's not realistic. So the result, you have all these kids growing up without a father, and they're growing up to be menaces to society. And that's why the society is so fucked up. The prison, I'm not saying that if you come from a 2-parent household that you're going to grow up and automatically be a positive influence on society. I'm not saying that. There's people with 2-parent household that grow up fucked up too. But I am saying the statistics are there to prove that children coming from a 2-parent household turn out better. It does. I don't care what you say. Look it up. So my question is this: what will it take for women to see that they are the reasons why society is so fucked up? All these punk ass dudes and these girls growing up to be women and doing all kind of shit, stripping, hoeing, robbing, just like the guys, they robbing folks and just menaces to society. You got all these kids that grow up and they grow up to be grown people and big people, and they're actually doing very bad things in society. What will it take for women to see that they are the cause of that? If you take every kid that grown up, if you go to the prison system and do a tally on how many came from a single parent household, how many do you think will say I did? I guarantee you over 80%. How many will say that you have a half brother? or half sister, I guarantee you that'll be over 70%. Guaranteed. So you have all of these products of reproduction in society that are being hindrances to society because women are making poor decisions on who they lay down with and who they allow to come inside of them. That's basically what it is. It's simple. It's not rocket science. It's not anything complicated. That's what it boils down to. You got all these fucked up people, all these fucked up kids, these little bastards grow up and they become adults, sorry ass men, sorry ass women, because their mom decided to lay down with this dude who has the good hair, has the pretty eyes, and he's tall, he's 6'4", he's 6'5". He used to be a star athlete, and so my kid will probably grow up to be an athlete, and you decided to let these motherfuckers nut inside of you. And a lot of you know that the guy is not worth a damn, but a lot of you don't care. You just see him as being attractive. You're very attracted to him, so you don't give a fuck. You allow him to come inside of you and you just want to have his baby. You don't give a fuck. A lot of women think this way. I'll give you an example. This girl I used to work with, this is about, 7-8 years ago. So, we used to work together and she was okay. The reason why I didn't go at her because, I heard something about her that she did, but anyway, so I was working with her and she decided to start to date this dude that was also working with us, but he was doing a different job, right? He wasn't making not nearly as much money as I was. He was staying with his mom, and he had 6 kids from 5 different women. And she started dating him, right? And that's cool. You want to date somebody, you want to go out and do things with. Okay, I get it. Obviously, they were fucking. But what happened, the problem came is she got pregnant. She had a baby from the motherfucker. So now, instead of 6 kids from 5 different women, he has 7 kids from 6 different women. And like the other women, he's not treating her any different than he did the other ones. He's not doing shit for the kid. He's not giving her money. He's not helping out with diapers. He's not helping out with daycare. He's not doing shit. All he did was provide the cum, the hot cum in her ass. That's all he did. And she knew that this motherfucker was not worth shit. And she laid down there and allowed, I'm not damning her for fucking him. Everybody, have their needs. I'm mad at her because that bastard, chances are they're gonna grow up and be menaces to society, and I gotta put a cap in their ass in 20 years. So yeah, I'm mad that she decided to lay down with this dude who she knew was not worth a damn, and still allowed him to come and nut inside of her. That's what I'm saying. That's what I am saying. Women are making the wrong decisions when they allow just anyone to nut inside of them. It's a woman's choice. It's not 50-50. Women, you have to protect yourselves. If you know that you're going to be fucking, right? The condom may break, have a backup. Wear a sponge. Get the shot. Get the pill. There's all kind of contraceptives out there. The female condom. There's all kind of shit that you can get to be a backup just in case if the condom breaks. So, I'm sorry. I blame women. I blame women for the society that we're living in. When I see the crime rate increasing in certain metropolitan cities, it's because these little bastards grow up to be big bastards, right? So, because they don't have, from the get-go, it was no discipline from the mother. It was no discipline from the mother. Okay, I'm going to just fuck this dude and, I'm going to get a orgasm and I'm going to send him on his way. No, it was, I'm going to fuck this dude and I'm going to let him come in me. I want to have his kid, Not just stupid ass women walking around nowadays. And that's why society is so screwed up, because you have, when you lay down with this guy because he has pretty eyes and he's tall and he has a six pack and he's, all of these physical attributes, right, that you're attracted to, and you decide you want to have his kid. And, he looks good, but he's not worth a damn. So you have the kid and he's doing what he's supposed to do, disappear. So you're left alone, a single mother, and that little bastard grows up to be a big bastard, and then it's a menace to society. And normally they'll probably get a cap put in them by somebody like me. So that's why society is so fucked up. It's very simple. Do you see how I simplified it so easy? It really comes down to it. Society is so fucked up because of women. Women laying down and allowing any and everybody to lay nut in their asses. Getting pregnant from guys who are not worth a damn. Whatever happened to having babies if you're married, the traditional way? That's why I don't have kids now. I'm not like a lot of guys who walking around though. A lot of men walking around, they nutting in everything that moves. But me, I wanted to do it the traditional way. I want to get married, and then have kids. Whatever happened to the ladies, the women, the traditional women? Women always saying that they're traditional and all of that shit, but they're not. A lot of women are out there having babies out of wedlock, right? Just because, maybe their time is getting close, or they're lonely, they equate a kid like a damn puppy and shit. So there's no, or, they just want something from the man, and then they tell the man. A lot of women, I've seen this with my own eyes, once the man has served his purpose, getting her pregnant, they tell the man, get the fuck on. A lot of women don't even want the man in their lives. What kind of shit is that? Why would you say that you don't want the man, the father, or anywhere around? But a lot of women do say that. And I know you've heard it. I'm not bullshitting. It is going on out there. So, women are the reason why society is so fucked up. I don't blame men. I blame the women, because they're allowing these motherfuckers to lay cum inside of them. Why? Because they have pretty eyes, they have six pack, they're tall, they're handsome, But what kind of guy is he? Is he a good man? Is he a good provider? Is he someone that should be reproducing? Can you answer yes to any of those questions? So, why is society so fucked up? Ask women. Women are the ones who are fucking up society, because they're allowing any and every man to fuck them and come inside of them, and having all these bastards running around who become big bastards. And that's the problem that we're having now in society. Women, you have to do better. I know a lot of you don't like what I'm saying, but you can kiss my ass. It's the truth. Deal with it. Correct it. Stop it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I know a lot of you women didn't. I'll be getting some emails, but y'all you can be mad all you want, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Women, stop having all these babies from these dudes. Stop laying down and letting everybody come inside of you. What kind of shit is that? I just don't get it. Because he look good? Because he got pretty eyes? Because he tall? Because he got good hair? Really? That's all it takes for you to let that motherfucker come down and put DNA in your ass? Anyway, hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Be sure to check me out next week. I will be on time. I'm going to record an episode Friday. That's when I'm going to really release it. So look out for it on Friday to come out. So be sure to check out any old episodes that you may have missed on my website, which is www.xyshow.com. You can see my Twitter account, my Facebook, on Instagram as well. I'm on the Pop Read Network. Good network for any shows, so be sure to check me out there. And I'm pretty much everywhere that you can catch a podcast. So be sure to check out all my old episodes that you may have missed. Subscribe. Let me know how you love me. And I'm going to try to get that store up this week as well. I guess that is it until Friday, and I want you always to remember, especially women, stop letting guys fuck you and nut inside of you. That's 1. 2, you cannot have love or lust without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.